I am Mr. Gant. Project Management. Lesson number 37, Primavera Global Change, In Depth, Part 1. Student will learn how global change works in Primavera. Our topic for today is about global change. Global change allows you to modify data on all project activities, or only selected ones, by running a specification at the same time. These changes can be made at the level of activities, allocation of resources, and expenses. You can use the global change option to perform various functions, such as modifying existing data with new ones, filling in data in user-defined fields, activity codes, or other data. It is strongly advised that you always check the global change report before making permanent changes by executing a global change. Before applying a global change, it is highly recommended that you make a duplicate of your project, copy the project in the Enterprise window, or create a baseline. A global change may be created, saved and used at a later date. Let's select Tools, Global Change, to open the Global Change form. Now, let's take a look how the global form works. Apply change. This allows you to see the effect of a global change in the global change report before committing changes to the project data by clicking the Commit Changes button in the global change report. Modify. The Modify button allows you to make changes to the highlighted global change. Delete. Deletes the selected global change. Copy and paste. The Copy and Paste button duplicates an existing global change, which may then be changed. Import-Export. The Import and Export buttons are used to import or export a global change in the Primavera change file, PCF format, from another database. New. This new button starts the creation of a new global change. After hitting the New button, we'll go over how to write a global change statement in greater detail. Subject area. Select Subject Area enables the option of activities, activity resource, assignments, or project expenses. Global Change Name. The name that appears in the global change form. The form sections. The form is divided into 3 lower sections. To add or delete criteria or operation lines, click into each section and then use the Add and Delete icons. If section. If statements are optional. This is where you establish the criteria for deciding which data to work with. This is similar to making a filter. The inputted statements compare 2 variables to determine whether or not a change will be made. Then, section. When the if condition is true, the then statement changes the data. When no if statement is present, P6 applies the then statement to all activities in the current filter rather than all activities in memory. Else section. If the if statement is false, the else section allows you to perform an operation on data that was not previously selected. In the global change specification, there may be an else only if there is an if statement. OK button. Accepts change modifications, but does not execute them. Cancel button. Any modifications to the change are cancelled. Change button. Before modifying the database, you may preview the consequences of your action in a global change report. Copy, delete and add. These commands are self-explanatory and are used to add and modify lines in the global change, but you must first navigate to the if, then, or else sections that you want to work on. In exercise 1, we have a basic global change example illustrated in the accompanying image. We'll add 10 days to the remaining durations of activities where the original duration is more than 8 days and increase all other remaining durations by 20%. The if section includes 5 fields and functions similarly to a filter. It is used to specify which data should be modified. Let us add original duration as a parameter, which will be the filtered field. We used the expression is greater than in the is statement. Let's add 8 days as the value. How does this filter work? If we have a schedule with 10 activities, those that have a duration of more than 10 days will be filtered out. The then section has 5 fields. We choose remaining duration in the parameter. This is the data field that will be updated when the if statement is satisfied. Let's add equal sign in the statement in the is section. We choose the remaining duration as a parameter value. When it is intended to modify the parameter value, this is the source data for the modification and may be the same field as the parameter. The plus symbol is used in the operator field to add, and this is how the parameter value is updated. We entered 10 days in the parameter value area. This is the value or other parameter that will be used to perform the adjustment. To insert a number, text, or value, choose Custom from the Parameter Value drop-down box. On the right side, we have 5 filtered activities, and as you can see, 10 days have been added to the remaining durations. The else section operates in the same way as the if section when the if statement is not satisfied. So, it will take action on the unfiltered activity. We choose remaining duration in the parameter. This is the data field that will be updated when the if statement is not satisfied. We add the equal sign in the is section. We choose the remaining duration as a parameter value. When it is intended to modify the parameter value, this is the source data for the modification and may be the same field as the parameter. The star symbol is used in the operator field to multiply, and this is how the parameter value is updated. We entered 1.2 or additional 20% in the parameter value area. This is the value or other parameter that will be used to perform the adjustment. To insert a number, text, or value, choose Custom from the Parameter Value drop-down box. On the right side, we have the 5 unfiltered activities, and the remaining durations are multiplied by 1.2, producing a value of 6 days. If we are satisfied with the change statement, we just click Apply Change, and a global change report appears for you to evaluate and check before clicking Commit Changes, which will implement the change in your project. Let's see how it works in P6. We have a simple 10-activity schedule. As you can see, the original durations that are larger than 8 days that we'll examine, as well as the remaining durations that we will change. Let's start with Tools and then go to Global Change. When the global form appears, let us click New. The Modify Global Change appears. Ensure Activity is selected in the subject area. Let's add a name, increase remaining durations. The first area is the if section, which is our filter criterion. In the parameter, let's type O and search for the original duration. Let's select is greater than in the is field. In the value, type in 8 days. Next, we select Then section. Let's click Add. In the parameter field, let's type R and find remaining durations. Equals in the is field. In the parameter field, let's type R and find remaining durations. Operator field is plus. Then, in parameter value, find custom and type 10 days. The else section. Let's click Add. In the parameter field, let's type R and find remaining durations. Equals in the is field. In the parameter field, let's type R and find remaining durations. Operator field is a star for multiply. Then, parameter value, find custom and type 1.2 or additional 20%. If we're happy, let's click Change. Global Change Report appears. Let's review the changes. If we're satisfied, click Commit Changes. Would you like to save? Click No. Let's close the forms. Now see the changes on the remaining durations. What if there is no if statement? As I said, an if statement functions like a filter. If you leave it blank, it will take action on all the activities of the project. Without an if statement, you can leave also the else statement blank. So basically, the schedule will change or increase all the remaining duration by 10 days following the then statement. Let's see how it works in P6. Now, let's see the effect if there is no if statement in the global change. Let's go to Tools, then Global Change. Let's choose the one we made before, Increase Remaining Duration. Then, click Modify. Let's delete the if statement. Also, delete the else statement. Click Change. Let's review the report. Then, commit changes. Choose No. Close the forms. See the changes in all of the remaining durations. This concludes our lesson. Thank you very much.